High School Sports Live, in partnership with ABC 27 News, is proud to present this classic YAIAA boys basketball rivalry matchup between the Central York Panthers, 13-2, 7-1 in the YAIA Division I, and the William Penn York High Bearcats, 10-3 overall, 6-2 in Division I. Tonight's broadcast is presented by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships, and Advanced Hoops Training Program. And tonight, and all season long, we'd like to pay special tribute to Greg Mace, who passed away recently. Not only was he a legend in South Central Pennsylvania for his sports journalism and broadcasting, but High School Sports Live owes its very existence to Greg Mace. Greg partnered with Charlie Fortney to put High School Sports Live on the map. To the Mace family, we send our condolences and vow as a program to honor Greg and all he did to help high school sports play live on TV. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me, the coach, Jeff Thompson, and we're right here in the middle of the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association matchup tonight in Division I, and what a division it is. Central leads it right now, 7-1, but right behind them, York High, New Oxford, and Northeastern at 6-2, and it has been a grinder division so far this year. And Jeff, when we talk about Central coming in here tonight, you can start with Evan Eisenhart, but it doesn't end there. This is their OSS key player of the game tonight. Talk a little bit about Evan and what he's been able to do.
Oh, Evan, well, first of all, he hit a tremendous three to send the game into overtime against Northeastern 2 days ago. But it doesn't end there, because Gabe Gittinger, the son of an NBA player, can shoot the three as well. They're both averaging 10.4. But Evan has some confidence, and you'll watch him handle the ball.
You know, when you talk about this Central team, they're playing their sixth game in 10 days, but they're a team that is very, very deep. They're not afraid to play 10 players. In fact, Coach Kevin Shealy said this is the deepest team he's ever had.
Well, when they won the game in overtime the other night, three of the people in the game weren't starters, and the people involved in the last second three were all substitutes. That's the mark of a deep team.
Now, when you talk about Clovis Gallen's team on the other side, York High only one game back in the loss column right now. We look at our Advanced Hoops key player of the game, and it's all in the family. Cameron Gallen, last year it was Clovis Gallen Jr. This year it's Cameron Gallen taking over the reins. He's averaging 11 points a game, but he's a guy that can really get it done.
Well, he can get it done, and Coach knows, who's his father, knows that he's under a deep shadow, because his older brother was quite a player. And Cameron's trying to make a name for himself, and so far he's begun to do it.
When you look at the keys to this game tonight, I think one of the things you have to look at in terms of numbers is really, number one, the depth of Central. That's going to be a key to the game tonight. The fact that they're playing their sixth game in 10 days, they've been able to rest some people, and yet at the same time, it's 6 games in 10 days.
Oh, they're still ready to go right now, don't believe me.
And, of course, in this league tonight, a matchup for first place. This is the marquee game tonight. You also look at York is at home. York won the first game 55-47 at Central, and so that was a big win for York, and they're at their friendly confines here tonight.
Well, this is an exciting gym to watch a game. I can imagine the noise gets pumped up once it begins.
When you talk about defenses, these are two of the top defenses in the league. York's only given up 44. Central only given up 46, so we're looking for a really low-scoring game here tonight.
Well, I would anticipate that. You said earlier the first team to 55 may win the game.
I think that might be the case. We saw 55-47 the first time. And then finally, a big number tonight, three-point shooting. Central shooting it at 35%. York at 19. Free throw shooting, you have Central shooting at 70%, York at 50. So those are two big numbers we'll keep our eyes on tonight.
Well, you'd have to think that York wants to get some high percentage shots under the basket, and they'll have to do that by their defensive pressure. We'll see if they can do that tonight.
It's the marquee matchup tonight in Division I for first place. Central and York High next on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 3 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stellar Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and introducing the all-new Genesis of York. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. Over 25 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With unbeatable service after the sale, too. There's a reason the Giambalvo family has been a part of your community for decades. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 3 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
We'll talk about it. Hi, Mrs. Torres. Hey, Stephanie. Actually, you know what? Let me get those.
Introducing Giant Direct.
Thank you.
Everything you need, handpicked and fresh, direct from us to you. Try it free and save $20 on orders of $75 or more. Enter bananas at checkout.
And welcome back to York High School, William Penn High School, York, but they call it York High in this area, and that's what we'll call it tonight. Another battle of the Cats tonight, the Bearcats and the Panthers here tonight. York High, 6-2. They're here at home this evening, 10-3 overall for the season. Central York is 13-2 overall. They are 7-1 right now in York Area League Division I. And Division I has been a Donnybrook so far this year. Everybody's been knocking everybody off, and so you have really 5 teams at the top who are doing a great job. We saw Dallastown last week. They're 8-6. They've lost 3 in a row since then, all grinder games. And then you have Northeastern, New Oxford, and York High, all at 6-2. They're all tied for second. And Central, with a 69-67 revenge win in overtime the other night over Northeastern, has clawed their way into first. They are 7-1, and they've won their last 6 in a row. So that's the setting here. We just got done with the JV game here a moment ago, so we have a few extra minutes with you tonight. But, Jeff, let's talk a little bit about Central first of all. You talk about Eisenhart and Hubbs. You talk about Gittinger. You mentioned him earlier. Trey Swigert, well named because the kid could hit the 3 pretty well. And then Taylor Wright-Rawls. Those are the starting 5, but they're not the only 5. This team goes 10 deep, and as we said, they're playing their 6th game in 10 days. So this is a team that needs to go 10 deep right now because they're going to test their depth out here over that stretch that they have right now.
And let's talk about that 10 deep. K-Ron Brown scored the last 5 points of the game in overtime against Northeastern. He was clutch, but so was Bo Probula, a sophomore. What a stud, too. His grandfather is the old AD at Shippensburg University.
Well, you talk about Bo. His brother Cade is a Division I quarterback, was quarterback at Central. He's the quarterback now as a sophomore and has already gotten 3 offers for college. So one of them being Temple, by the way. And one beat Old Dominion, where Ricky Ronnie just went to take over in football. So you got a lot of athletes on this team who are great football players, but also pretty smart basketball players in the system that Kevin Sheeler uses.
Well, Evan Eisenhart, who hit the big 3 to send the game into overtime, said that Bo Probula was the best athlete on the team, and that's why he was key in that last-second situation that got Evan the 3.
In talking with Kevin Sheeler tonight, he said this is the deepest team he's had in his 9 years of coaching there, and he's had some very good success there so far. But, you look at this team, and one of the things that really stands out, he said, our guys don't mind, and you mentioned in the pregame, if the subs are on the floor because there are no subs. It's a very mature team in saying, we're there rooting for the guys that are out there getting the job done on that given night. So those starting 5 may not be the 5 you'll see end this game here tonight for Central.
Well, that's what makes a great team, too. People pulling for each other and having people who could come in and fill those roles when you get in foul trouble or have injuries.
On the other side, Clovis Gallant Sr. has some really good players this year, but they're down 17 points in scoring on the average. They averaged 71 last year. This year they averaged 54. So it's a different kind of team, but they are stingy on defense, and they will get after you full court. And that's always been kind of the York High way. Only giving up 44 points a game. Of course, Central's only giving up 46. But problem for York High tonight, I think, is where they're going to get their scoring from, because they only average 19% from the 3 line, and they only average 50% from the foul line. they'll create new possessions, but the problem is sometimes you're going to get to the foul line, and maybe that's not where you want to be. They like to shoot layups and get good inside shots.
Well, I think Cameron can shoot the three, but the other players on the team haven't proven that they can hit the outside shot. I think they're going to be getting to the basket. One thing that Cameron, the coach's son, has to think about, his older brother was the star of the show last year, and he's got to take it over this year.
Cameron Gallen's averaging 11 points a game, and a very good player, has 18 threes to kind of follow up what you talked about. But again, this team only shoots 50% from the free throw line. I think that's a real key in the game here tonight. Now, what they will do, they'll cause turnovers. And when they won the first game over at Central, 55-47, their defense is locked down. So here comes Central in here tonight now with a very precarious one-game lead in the YAIA Division I in what has turned into a real grinder division. We talked about the keys to the game tonight, but I think you're going to see a defensive matchup here tonight back and forth. Your thoughts on that, Jeff?
Well, York High, their only chance to win is to play suffocating defense, and they have to prove that they can do that on Central York. Central York is a good defensive team, and like you said earlier, Coach Sheeler comes from York Catholic, and there's some tradition there of sharing the ball and playing really good defense.
They play the York Catholic style, pass it, cut, and screen, lots of back doors, lots of movement without the basketball. They'll play almost pure man-to-man defense, do a lot of switching on screens. For York High, what you'll see tonight, you'll see a lot of man-to-man. That's their base defense. But they also like to mix it up with 1-2-1-1, 1-2-2, and for patience now and then a 2-2-1. When York High plays a 2-2-1, it's different from everybody else because they kind of go all over the place. They don't play a passive 2-2-1. I mean, they're trapping you everywhere, and they can make life miserable by having different attack points with their defense.
So they're going to depend on quick hands and disruption.
The other point tonight will be rebounds. York High loves to get on the offensive glass. Even though they're not a real big York High team this year, they'll get on the offensive glass a lot. Central's going to have to do a good job of defensively boxing out tonight against York High. And again, the quickness tonight of York High, and Central's got some quickness too, don't be kidding, is going to really be a fascinating matchup here on the floor. You look at York High, Kevin Glover, his dad is the head coach of the girls team here right now, an outstanding young coach too. Brandon Matunga, 6'3", Kevin Glover is 6'1", and then you get to Cameron Gallen, who's 6'4", but he's a guard, senior guard. You've got Antoine Beard, a good basketball family here in York. And then Kelvin Matthews, who's a junior 5'10" guard out there handling the point guard responsibility. So they've got a very quick team, a very small team, York High-wise, but a team that knows how to play defense and play it well. We're getting ready for a great matchup here. About 9 minutes to go here before the game starts. We'll take a very quick break. We'll come back with some more here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
My father years ago told me, own your own business. That was my inspiration. And February 1st of 1996, we opened up as Capital Region Insurance Agency.
Throughout my entire life, seeing my dad how successful he was and learning the way he was actually able to communicate with people and help them, whatever their needs may be, it made me want to get more involved. I'm most proud of helping continue my dad's legacy, helping the surrounding communities, businesses, and families.
We try to wow our customers, let them know that we are here for them. If they can't get into our office, we would take the time and go visit them. This really differentiates ourselves from the 1-800 who do you get? Whether it's financial services, auto, home, life, commercial, we hold their hands, bring them through the process. We let them understand that we know what we're doing and they feel comfortable when they leave here.
I think it makes it more personal and more family-oriented, definitely more of a friendly environment.
What I'm most proud of is the hard work, and it's enabled me to ensure clients, to provide protection for them, to let them sleep well at night.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
It
may be the holidays, but it's also the year-end clearance sale at Hoffman Ford. Huge clearance sale pricing on all new 2019s. Up to $16,500 off MSRP on a new 2019 Ford F-150 XLT. Or lease a new 2019 Ford F-150 from $199 a month. Huge year-end clearance savings.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Can we have fries? Yep.
Can we have milkshakes?
You got it.
Can we get a motorcycle?
Nutritious twists they'll actually like at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Nature's Promise packaged meat or seafood products, 25% off.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
This is an education that focuses on your child's unique interests. It's taking field trips and making friendships. And it's what a modern-day public K-12 education looks like. This is Commonwealth Charter Academy, and this is how schools should work. CCA is an online public school available at no cost to all Pennsylvania families. Learn how Commonwealth Charter Academy can work for your family at ccaeducate.me.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back to York High, where it's York High and Central here tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, our OSS Health starting lineup for the Central York Panthers. Taylor Wright-Rawls, a 6'2" junior guard, averages 7.5 points a game, #1 for Central. And then you have Trey Swigert, 6'2" senior guard, averages 5.3 points a game, but 40% from the three-point line. Gabe Gittinger, a 6'5" senior forward, gets 10.4 a night, 14 threes. And then you have Evan Eisenhardt, outside shooter, 6'1" senior guard, 40% for the three-point line, 10.4 points a game. And finally, Nolan Hubbs, a 5'10" junior guard, who will score 4.6 points a game and has the most threes on the team at 21. On the other side, our advanced hoops starting lineup for York High, 5'10" junior guard Kelvin Matthews, averages 4.1 points a game. Antoine Beard, 6-foot junior guard, pulls in at 7.6 points per game a night. Cameron Gallen, a 6'4" senior guard, 18 threes and 11.1 points per game. Isaiah Carroll is a 6-foot senior guard. He's averaging 8.5 points a game. And then Brandon Matunga, wearing number 11 tonight, 6'3" senior forward, is getting 9.1 points per game. And those are your starters tonight as we get ready for this one. About 1:40 out right now. And final thoughts on this one as we're watching these two teams hook up tonight. I know we've given a lot of information so far, Jeff Thompson, but some final thoughts here. We talked about the keys, but as you look at this tonight on this court, York High at home, they're trying to get in the first place. Central's trying to hang on to a one-game lead over 3 other teams. It's a crazy start here tonight.
It is a crazy start, and we'll see a contrast of basketball styles. York High has to extend the court, get their hands involved, and create good percentage shooting situations, whereas Central has so much depth that they could shoot it from 3 with 5 or 6 people.
Your officials for tonight's game will be Mike Ludwig, Andy Niederer, and Kevin Lawrence. Kevin Lawrence, a real veteran here, used to be a coach himself years ago and has done some state championships, so a great crew to do the game here tonight. And of course, Chad Redwards and our Invicta crew giving you all these wonderful pictures this evening. We're looking forward to bringing this one here in just a moment as we'll head down to the floor for the official starting lineups in just a second and our national anthem as well. But York High, traditionally very tough on their home court, tough to beat. Central, a team that is got some pedigree, some good maturities we've talked about. And in this division right now, York High won their game on the road at Central, so they're playing with house money a little bit. And now coming in here to play is a lot different place. There's not a lot of what I call pit courts in the league. And this is a court that's a pit court. You look down into it, the crowd's on top of you, and it just has a little different feel. Central, when you play over there, you're kind of away a little bit from the court. Here, it's like the old-time courts where you're just breathing down the neck of players.
He has an interesting venue, and it's really exciting. It's going to make for an exciting game. There are tons of fans here tonight.
Biggest problem tonight for York High, they only average 53, 54 points a game. They're giving up 44. Central's averaging 60 a game, and they're giving up 46. So you think if the game gets into the 60s tonight, you'd have to favor Central a little bit. If it gets into the 50s, high 40s, maybe York High, but who knows? I think the first team to get the 55 tonight wins this game. That's where we sit right now with this, so we're just getting ready for our announcements and our starting lineups. But a good one here tonight, and meanwhile, the rest of the league fighting and keeping their eye on the scoreboard of what's happening here. So we're getting down to the final 8-9 games of the season, and it should be a good one here tonight. There you see Clovis Gallen in the center of the court. Clovis Gallen Sr. So we'll get the announcements here, the starting lineups, and we are just about ready to go. Gary Sutton, Jeff Thompson with you here at William Penn York High School, well, we call it York High, against Central York tonight, which used to be in the city, is now outside of the city, out on what is known as Mundus Mill Road, right in the heart of District 3. And these two teams have been getting it on all year long throughout the division. Should be no different here tonight. Here's Central's starting lineup coming up.
And now, your starting lineups for your York High Bearcats. At guard, number 2, Antoine Beard. At guard, number 3, Cameron Gallen. At forward, number 5, Isaiah Carroll. At forward, number 11, Brandon Move.
And we are just about ready to get this one underway. We had a long JV game tonight that almost went overtime, but both coaches used the clock well down the end. York High won 41-38. Central had 2 layups that they missed toward the end that could have solved the game away, but that one is now history, and now we're ready for this battle tonight. Good crowd here at York High today. Not a sellout, but we're in the upper rafters as well, and downstairs full. It's Jeff Thompson, Gary Sutton with you, Chad Edwards, and our entire Invicta crew, and we're looking forward to this one tonight. As we said, our officials, Mike Ludwig, Andy Nieder, Kevin Lawrence, and there you see Central in black and orange tonight. York High will be in blue, white, and orange numbers. Their traditional home garb here. York High, the defending league champion from last year. They beat New Oxford at the league championship last year. Of course, New Oxford chasing them again this year. 1 game behind, along with Northeastern, and York High 1 game behind Central now. So here we go, just about ready to get this one underway. Central York, York High, the Panthers, and the Bearcats. York High control the tap, and quickly up, missing the shot out of the gate will be Kevin Glover. Central gets the rebound. Ball handled by Nolan Hubbs, the point guard. You'll see a lot of motion from Central. They love to pass and cut. Quickly, the first turnover of the game taken back by York High. And that's what they do, quick hands. And a shot going up, or is that going to be a walk? And it's going to be a travel, a turnover for York High. York High averages 12.5 turnovers a game. Central at 8. Ball knocked out of bounds, will stay with the Panthers. There you see Clovis Gowan strolling the floor. He's in his 4th year. A good half hookup will not go for Central. So both teams 0 for 1 for the field so far. A little bit of a T look here, Jeff Thompson on the inbounds play. Usually you're going to screen in for the inbounder somewhere, and there it is. And that's what they do, the motion, but missing the shot, going right down the lane again is Central's Trey Swigert. Hard drive to the baseline, and the foul is called as Isaiah Carroll going up for the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. He's a 51% free throw shooter.
York's already gotten to the basket 2 or 3 times. They haven't converted yet, but you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get inside.
Great point, and trying to make sure that they attack the glass. And again, that number we told you about, the 50%, he's a 51% shooter from the line, could show up here big tonight for the free throw line.
It can really haunt you.
You know, people always look at the free throws missed at the end of the game. I always look at the ones missed at the beginning, Jeff. As new player into the game here is Toby Stokes. for York High. Looks like he's replacing Antoine Beard. Excuse me, Beard's still in there. Second shot is up and good. And York High first to the board. Here's that 1-2-1-1 trap we were talking about, Jeff.
Central handled it pretty well that time.
Again, what York High wants you to do is be patient. They didn't close the trap down hard that time. Those half traps you get sometimes can be the toughest passes to throw.
Soft traps is what you would say.
Now they show you a man-to-man. Now Central go into their motion. Central wants to get stuff off screens away from the basketball or cuts down the middle. Oh, good fake, getting up there for the shot. Will not go, and rebounded by York High as Gabe Gittinger had a wonderful fake but could not score. York High with the ball. Long look, will not go from Cameron Gallen. Here's Evan Eisenhart. Now they'll go into their motion. What Central wants to do is just keep York High away from being able to double team or concentrate on one player. Another half hook, will not go. And finally the putback up there for Central.
I believe that was Nolan Hubbs.
And Nolan Hubbs, Johnny on the spot that time, or at least Nolan on the spot, right? There's York High again, and you're going to get a foul called. Will not go. But heading to the line now is Cameron Gallen for his first free throw attempt tonight. Gallen on the season, a 62% free throw shooter. First shot up, nice look.
That's a really nice stroke he has.
York High's points all via right now the free throw line. Foul on Trey Swigert. So the second shot from Gallen is up, and that one off the side of the iron. Will go out of bounds and will stay with the Bearcats. 5:38 to go here in the first quarter, and York High and Central knotted up at 2 apiece in a low-scoring game. Kind of expected. Both defenses as advertised so far. Into the game for the Bearcats right now is Brandon Matunga, who sat down for a moment. Kelvin Matthews came in. I think he had some blood on the uniform, and that's why they put him out of there just a second. Inbounded finally to Gallen. You see Central, they play their defense very tight to the block. They're not going to chase you out real far. York High, good move to the basket. Put up there by Beard. And Antoine Beard in for the first field goal for the Bearcats tonight. Here they come back again with that 1-2-1-1, Jeff. Oh, what a great pass that time by Taylor Wright-Rawls. Sliding down the lane, and the foul will be called against Isaiah Carroll, his first.
Well, really 3 good passes to beat that pressure.
So at the line is Nolan Hubbs, on the season a 64% free throw shooter. Hubbs, the point guard, gets the first look up, and it's down. Nolan Hubbs first on the board tonight in the free throw area. Hubbs' second shot up, also good. Central ties it up here, 4-4, and Central just with soft man-to-man pressure. York High immediately attacks. I thought maybe they're going to get called for the player control foul there. But instead, it's going to be Nolan Hubbs with the foul.
And that's another way to break the press. Brandon just dribbled right down to the basket.
York High will attack you every single time. Ball thrown back out front to Matunga. Little pick and roll there. Look at Central, how tight they're playing right there. And there's another turnover. Central handling the basketball. And Taylor Wright Rawls has it knocked out of bounds. Central will control it underneath their own basket. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. 4-4 in a grinder of a game, and that's what this division has been all season long. Hard move up to the basket. Not going to go. But again, you're seeing Centrals that likes to get inside too. Evan Eisenhart making a good hard move to the glass. Will go to the line, and Eisenhart on the season an 81% free throw shooter. He is not the guy you want to see on the line most times if you're York High.
And he did a nice job of drawing that foul. He's a very strong young man.
Eisenhart, 6'1", senior guard. Second shot also up and good. So Central 4 out of 4 from the charity stripe so far tonight, and they have a 2-point lead with 4:37 to go in quarter number 1. York High coming out of a 1-4 kind of set now, 1-4 high. Drop into kind of a high-low look, and there's your steal again, another turnover for York High. Hard to the glass, it's Gittinger, and Gittinger with his first bucket of the night. And right away, York High back on the other end, missing his shot, and then the follow-up. And the follow-up good by Isaiah Carroll. So a foul called against York High. That'll be on Kevin Glover, his first. So Glover will check out of the game, and back in for him comes Kelvin Matthews. Make that Toby Stokes rather. Central with the basketball and the lead right now, 8-6 in this one. Great block that time coming across by Stokes. And it's out of bounds, but Stokes coming across with a wonderful block.
Yeah, guiding him how to clear lane to the basket that time.
Did he ever? York High so quick, and it's defensively, they're just very tough. Now you're going to see a push down on the baseline, and it will be against Evan Eisenhart. That'll be his first. I believe the team 5th right now. So fouls piling up here in the first quarter.
But if you'll notice, Brandon did a nice job of setting up in the low post to draw that foul.
So you want to get that good position. Had him on his backside and inside position. And here comes Central again with the quick hands, but picked up in the backcourt by Kelvin Matthews. The one-on-one move down the lane, the hard move up again by Carroll. And Isaiah Carroll with a good move, but will not go. So jump ball. Ball belonged to the Panthers, and York High will pick them up full court. 3:21 to go in quarter number 1, 8-6. Panthers lead the Bearcats. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3. Pull up by Central outside, Banks open. It's late tonight. Trey Swigert, living up to his name, hits the opening 3 of the night. That's his 11th 3 of the year. He shoots it at 40%, so when he lets it go, chances are it's going in. Trying to answer on the other end for York High. And then the follow-up, putting it home, is Matunga. So Matunga with 2 points. Answered on the other end is Nolan Hubbs with a nice 2 floating down the lane.
I'm not so sure I would open the court up for Central York the way they shoot the ball.
Long outside look by Matunga, not going to go. Rebound yanked down by Hubbs quickly on the break. Taylor Wright Rawls, and he's going to get fouled going to the basket. No free layups here tonight. As quickly getting down there was Beard, and Beard stopped the layup but picked up the foul. Look how quick. And he got him with the left arm.
Well, the York fans wanted a good contest, but he did foul him.
So at the line is Taylor Wright Rawls. And Wright Walls for this year, a 78.6% free throw shooter, misses that one. First miss tonight for the Panthers. 2:17 to go in the first. The Panthers with a 4-point lead. Evan Eisenhart back in there for Central. So Taylor Wright Walls, 78% shooter, never misses 2 in a row, does he? Of course not. So 1 out of 2. And there you see the Panther cheerleaders over on the far sideline. As a 5-point lead now for Central here in the first quarter. They lost the first time to York High 55-48 in the Panthers gym. Good matchup on the floor to watch is Eisenhart against Gowan there tonight. Good defense again by the Panthers. Another turnover by York High. The turnover's starting to add up here in the first quarter, Jeff.
Yeah, that's their 4th turnover.
Into the game for Central, by the way, is Joshua Martinez. Oh, missed 3. And back on the attack is York High. Cameron Gallen gets the look. Not going to go. Up on the other end, in. And a great job getting down there by Rasheem Lee, just into the game for Central.
They're coming at him in waves, I think. They have a lot of personnel.
And forgive me on that, it should have been Karan Brown just getting in there. And, answering on the other end, though, is Isaiah Carroll. He's got 4 points here in the first quarter, make it 5 with a free throw. Still a 5-point lead here for the Central York Panthers. Where they're breaking the press well and then finishing it off nicely. And again, it's Nolan Hubbs sliding right down the lane. Nolan Hubbs, 8 points here in the first quarter.
They appear to be ready for that press too, don't they?
Absolutely. Pass the ball against that zone press, you're going to get easy layups. And you got to think Clovis Gallen is seeing that too. At some point in time, he's maybe going to go back to their man-to-man or show a different look. 7-point lead, largest of the game so far. 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cameron Gallen looking to try to make a one-on-one move. Now down to 12 seconds. Got to start in right around now and really cutting down on the times. 5 seconds. You're going to end up with a good shot here. Maybe not. Good defense here by Central. And a walk. You're going to get a travel call against the Bearcats. So 0.6 seconds to go here. Let's see what Central tries to do. Just get it in bounds or throw it the length of the court and maybe try a play. They're just going to get it in bounds. Say that's the end of the quarter. 17-10 at the end of 1. Central leads it. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3. Giant gives away $3 million annually to schools through their A-Plus program. Register your Giant card today and start earning for your school. Visit giant-foodstores.com/school-rewards to learn more. This year, High School Sports Live is partnering with Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T to bring awareness to distracted driving. Each game, we will feature the Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T student section and ask students to consider the consequences of take the call, risk it all. And we challenge students to join millions who have taken the pledge to drive distraction-free as a part of the It Can Wait campaign. To learn more, visit www.itcanwait.com. The Peyton Walker Foundation is dedicated to increasing awareness and survival rates for sudden cardiac arrest. They provide free heart screenings for students and athletes in the state of Pennsylvania. To learn more about Peyton's Law, free heart screenings, and the Peyton Walker Foundation, visit www.peytonwalker.org. 17-10 at the end of quarter number 1. Central leads it, and turnover is really a big factor in that first quarter, Jeff.
Well, Central York's defense created 5 turnovers. York had 5 turnovers that quarter. Somewhat, York did get to the offensive glass for 4 boards, but I'm impressed with the way Central can hit that pull-up jump shot, just like York Catholic used to do.
Well, and I think the key thing for Central, too, is they're breaking the York High press. York High showing the zone press, which means there's gaps. Central dissected it with some pretty good passing down there, and either getting to the line with their 5 of 6 right now or getting easy shots.
Yeah, they seem to be very comfortable against that pressure.
Quarter number 2 starts here. The Bearcats down by 7. They've got the basketball. Kelvin Matthews handling it out there. York High wants to do a lot of dribble penetration against you. Yet another turnover, number 6, and Central's on the run. Won't get it, but the follow-up by White Rawls is in for 2. As the first shot was up there by Alan Fry, he missed it. So here's York High. Long shot again by Gallen, not going to go. Nothing out of 2 for the three-point line so far for him. And here's Central right now. And again, when you miss those shots, you can't set up your press the way you want to either. And that's what Central's going to take advantage of. They don't have to fight the trap coming down the floor. There's Central. There's the cut again. And up and in. And a great job of cutting after the pass, the old give and go, as it's Karan Brown, who was the hero the other night against Northeastern, scored the last 5 points, will go to the line now to shoot one more.
Well, I want to go back to what you said earlier. Central's building a tent down on the defensive end and is making it tough, challenging them to shoot threes.
How about Karan Brown with 4 points off the bench already and make it 5 as he cashes in. He shoots it at 65% for the season for the free throw line. So a huge lead right now, 22-10 for Central.
Karan comes in like a microwave. He heats up quickly.
Another turnover on the pick and roll. Central on run again. Another great pass. You need a timeout. And another foul as it's going to be Gabe Gittinger in for the 2 as Clovis Gallen says, I need a timeout badly. We'll take one as well. It's 24-10. Central over York High by 14 here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 3 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stellar Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and introducing the all-new Genesis of York. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. Over $25 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With unbeatable service after the sale, too. There's a reason the Giambalvo family has been a part of your community for decades. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 3 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Welcome back to York High School, or William Penn York High School, but York High Central has blown out here to a 24-10 lead. And to say Central's defense has been stingy so far would be the understatement of the year, Jeff.
It sure would be an understatement, but let's go back to the reserves that Central York can throw at a team. Karan Brown has been awesome.
Karan Brown doing a great job.
Karan.
And there you see Gittinger finishing off the three-point play. So Gittinger in the books now with 5 points tonight. Look at that defense. It looks like a 2-3, but it's a man-to-man.
There's a lot of weak side help available.
And they're not chasing people out of the lane. They let you go out. Good hard move to the basket. And up and in by Matunga, who has been good here in the first quarter. Matunga now with 4 points. Here's Central back. And what Central will do a lot of times, they'll run their motion offense against you to death. They love to score without the basketball. Lots of cutters, lots of screens. There you have a pick and roll to Karan Brown. And the pull-up just off the front of the iron by Shiloh Johnson. York High on the floor after it. Look at the defense, and you wonder why these two teams are so good. You see Gittinger diving on the other end. You saw on the other side Toby Stokes all over the floor. These two teams will mop the floors with their jerseys playing defense. Toby Stokes will do the inbounding here for York High. Cut it back to 13 now. They need to carve into this lead pretty well here at the moment. Not all at once, maybe. Again, York High only averages 53 points a game. It's not like last year's team at 71. Down the middle goes Kelvin Matthews. Check that Toby Stokes, and he'll miss. And Central back with the basketball. Taylor Wright Rawls. Up. Good. There's that pull-up jump shot you were talking about again, Jeff.
They're just very confident right now in being able to do that. Pull up, pump fake, and
And Wright Rawls will pick up the foul on the other end as York High trying to respond. The largest lead of the night now at 15 points in this one, 27-12. Good pass underneath. Gallen posting up. Matunga has it back. Problem for York High is they're trying to run a lot of pick and roll stuff, and Central doing a great job of jamming that. So there haven't been any clean exchanges. Long look from the corner. Another three missed. Off the hands of Toby Stokes. York High nothing out of 4 tonight from the three-point line. And here they are again on answering the other easy layups. And this time it's Nolan. Checked out again. Karan Brown, dynamite off the bench. He has 7 points. Picking up where he left off against Northeastern on that when he scored the last 5 points in a 69-67 overtime win. So the foul on the floor against Central. I think it's going to go against Brown.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Central York. They certainly don't lose anything when they substitute.
Well, and the problem, too, is when York High's missing the shot, Central's on the giddy-up on the other end and not letting York High get him back down the court. They're winning the transition game, offense versus defense. York High looking for Gallen off the triple screen out there. Evan Eisenhart has done a great job on Gallen so far. Good matchup there. Inside it goes, and the shot by Isaiah Carroll. Going to be a walk again, another turnover. And there again, you have a forward trying to handle the basketball and get it into trouble, Jeff.
Well, they're frustrated, and that's his fifth. That's Isaiah Carroll's fourth turnover, and that's mostly frustration.
Now they're showing you a 1-2-2 half-court look. Cutting down in the space they're trying to trap. Quick hands there by Matunga. So Central will have it in their forecourt. And get it inbounds to Evan Eisenhart. Central spreads the court so well on you here. You won't see a lot of the drives he scores, but here's a long look downtown, rattles out. Another good look. Why not? 2 in a row? No. He nails it this time. Off the hands of Evan Eisenhart. If at first you don't succeed, try threes again.
That was a beautiful rebound by Shiloh.
Eisenhart with 3. Blocked on the other end. Good effort by Brandon Matunga down there, but 3 guys up in front of him that time in black uniforms. Right now, Central taking it to York High. Kind of unbelievable. The fans sitting here stunned right now. 20-point lead by Central here with 3:45 to go to the half. Don't forget we'll have a Jack Giambalvo halftime report, our Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T halftime stats, and our members' first halftime highlights. Right now it's a highlight film for Central, almost getting another steal. York High trying to figure out a way to get inside that Central defense right now. Gallen forcing it. It will not go. So Cameron Gallen, nothing out of 4 from the 2-point stripe. Nothing out of 4 from the 3-point stripe. He has yet to score. Gettinger. Hard move to the basket. It's going to be a player control foul. So Gettinger will pick up his first foul. That's one of those, Jeff, where you wanted to see him take that little pull-up shot and get away from that. When you leave your feet inside that foul line and go up in the air, you're going to get called for that charge every single time.
But you want to see your bigs be aggressive like that. So it's they're up 20 points. Go to the basket.
Trey Swigert back into the game now for Central. Alongside of him is Nolan Hubbs. So here's York High running a 1-4 flat. Now they come to a 1-4 high offense. Usually try to go a high-low here. Good defense again by Central. And Central just delivered into one shot, and then here you are. York High crashing 5 and paying a price. All the way to the other end. And quickly in and up for Central is Evan Eisenhart. He's got 5. Central's got a 34-12 lead. 22-point lead with 2:46 to go to half. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family,
They came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Well, there you can see how a York High fan feels right now. A little bit down there looking at the scoreboard. So, you kidding me? 34-12? We beat these guys at Central. There you see Kevin Sheeler, who is very happy with what he's seeing right now. His team's on the kind of numbers he wants to see, getting up into the 60s on 34 right now with 2:46 to go. But the key so far, York High's not able to get any of their inside shots. Central playing great defense. 1 rebound. York High's crashing 5. Central scoring easy layups on the other end, Jeff.
Well, it turns into a feeding frenzy for Central York because York has to hoist up a bad shot. Central gets a rebound, and they're off to the races.
Well, and the key for York High scoring, too, is they can then set their defense up and get their traffic going. Right now, they can't do any of that because they're missing shots so far. And, again, Cameron Gowan, a guy who averages 11 points a game, he has no points yet in the ball game. He has nothing out of 8 from the field. And you can see Dad, Clovis Gowan, not terribly happy about what his team's doing so far. So let's see if they can find something here to change the dynamic of this game. They're a big, deep hole right now, but you got a long time to go in this one, and York High's been known to get flurries of points, but this year, again, not the kind of points they were getting last year this time.
No, that's for sure.
Kelvin Matthews with a basketball. They're looking to try to post up Matunga down there. Look at that. Always 3 ready to play you, and again, a tough shot. You're trying to get points out of individual ability right now, not out of an offense. Just one pass, one drive, a shot, and Central gets it back.
Yeah, that's not going to do the job, those circus shots.
Central's going to be content here to pass and cut. Got a 22-point lead, and there it is. That another great cut. Kick it back out. Nice look downtown. Not going to go. This one off the hands of Hubbs that time. But he got it in rhythm. He got it out of the offense, and that's what you got to like if you're Kevin Sheeler. Here's Matunga. He's looking to get the 3. Matunga will not score it. So far for the 3-point line, nothing out of 6 for York High, and they're going to call for the foul in the backcourt.
And when I see Central York boxing out very effectively, look at this box out right here.
And there you see Matunga with a foul. That'll be his first. And Central York has been deaf at the foul line so far. York High's 2 of 4. Central York 7 of 8. And at the line, Evan Eisenhardt shoots it at 81%. Eisenhardt up and good.
Do you think this is a carryover from 2 days ago when they beat Northeastern? Because they're playing at a high level.
Well, yeah, you're playing, knocking teams out that are behind you right now. Northeastern was a team that only had 1 loss. They put them 1 game back the other night. And right now, at least at this point in the game, they're doing the same thing to York High. And now the biggest lead of the night, 36-12, a 24-point lead here in the first half. And York High having no success so far from the field. You have to get some kind of movement here a little bit. Look at Gowan. Gowan has it knocked away, but a foul will be called. And that one on Judah Tome, his first.
And if you watch the monitor, you could see that 3 Central York players were in position to play help defense that time. And it's been the story of the night, actually.
I said Cameron Gowan had not scored tonight. He scored 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, so I stand corrected. 62% shooter on the year and rolls this one home. Long time between points for York High right now as into the game. Bo Prabula for Central, the quarterback for their football team, took over for his brother Cade, who went on to Division I, and his brother already with 3 Division I scholarships offers as a sophomore. And there's what York High needs to do, is create some new turnovers, and right there's one of them. Oh, and then missing on the dunk is Toby Stokes. And a timeout on the floor for Kevin Sheeler. Did they ever duck the exclamation point there? We'll take one as well. 1:22 to go to the half. Central having it their way so far, 36-13 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
It
may be the holidays, but it's also the year-end clearance sale at Hoffman Ford. Huge clearance sale pricing on all new 2019s. Up to $16,500 off MSRP on a new 2019 Ford F-150 XLT. Or lease a new 2019 Ford F-150 from $199 a month. Huge year-end clearance savings.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Well, the one way to get him back into the game for the Bearcats is to create new possessions, which they did that time at a half-court trap. But then you had Toby Stokes going up, trying to put it down. It's probably a shot he's made a million times, and not tonight. So when you know it's going bad, it's going bad. Now they're going to pick up full court man-to-man, and I think that's probably their best bet right now. Here comes Central. Throws it away second straight time. And here's Stokes again, and Stokes loses it a second time. So turnover, and then your answer with another turnover. So you created two new possessions and walked away empty on both those, Jeff.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that's the way they could get back in the game.
You can see the frustration for Stokes. That, you know, two good chances to score there. He broke out. Now Central gets it back. They've had two turnovers the last two times down. Let's see if they get back in their passing game here. They love to pass. They love to cut. This is all York Catholic style. Kevin Sheeler, a graduate of York Catholic. Very difficult to play against because you never can really trap. You're always keeping the defensive man in motion. Another pass, another cut, 35 seconds to go. Central looks like they're going for the last shot, maybe. Inside it goes, and right down the lane for the easy deuce is Bo Probula. He's got his first deuce of night.
That was a very strong move.
And look at the shot Kelvin Matthews gets the other, not a good shot. Rebound, put up, and a foul will be against Taylor Wright-Rawls, his second. As a good head and shoulder fake that time by Kelvin Matthews. He'll go to the line. He's a 50% free throw shooter. I think he's got a well, Central somehow got it back there. I didn't see what happened, but a turnover for York High. Taylor Wright-Rawls falls down, manages to get the pass off before he does, though. And back out it comes to Probula. 3 seconds to go. And the foul will be called out front. And heading to the line will be Probula. Probula on the year, a 92.3% free throw shooter. And shows you why right there.
That's an A.
Would you expect any less from a quarterback, right?
No, Bo has a fine game. He's a big, strong lad.
His third pointer, look at the arms of the kid. Second one up, and this one's going to be off the iron. And we head to the half, 39-13. Central leads it in what is a rout so far. We're going to head to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report and our Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T halftime stats and our members' first halftime highlights right after this on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
This is an education that focuses on your child's unique interests. It's taking field trips and making friendships. And it's what a modern-day public K-12 education looks like. This is Commonwealth Charter Academy, and this is how schools should work. CCA is an online public school available at no cost to all Pennsylvania families. Learn how Commonwealth Charter Academy can work for your family at ccaeducate.me.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 3 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and introducing the all-new Genesis of York. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. Over $25 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With unbeatable service after the sale, too. There's a reason the Giambalvo family has been a part of your community for decades. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 3 great locations. Online at Giambalvo.com.
I'm with John Giambalvo, the owner and operator of the Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We're in the Hyundai store here off of Industrial Highway. This store has a lot of opportunity for community. John, first, welcome, and I do have to tell you I'm a little sorry to hear that your Alabama didn't make the Final Four this year. That was a first in a while. How are you coping with that?
I'm hanging in there and looking forward to next year.
Go Crimson Tide. This store seems to have a lot of opportunity. Let's just start here in the community. Talk about the excitement you have and the things you're adding here off Industrial Park.
Yeah, this store is really growing. We're kind of bursting out of our seams a little bit with the Hyundai franchise. We also have Mazda here as well. And we just added the Genesis franchise not so long ago, which is the luxury line for Hyundai. So right now they have 3 sedans, and they're coming out with their all-new SUV in June. So we're excited about that.
And the expansion, I know we talked earlier, you're excited about that. It's already underway in Hanover, Gettysburg area. Talk about that acquisition and what that means for the dealership.
Yeah, we're very excited. We just recently purchased the Hyundai dealership in Hanover. So we'll have Hyundai now here in York as well as the store in Hanover. So we're looking forward to that.
I know you have customers from York High, Central York. You got to be careful. But tonight's game, final outcome, do you have a prediction?
Well, I am a Central grad, so I got to go with the Panthers.
Okay. All right. Well, Bearcats, as we know, they're always on top in the league, so we don't have to give them any confidence booster. They're always a big team, and they'll be there in the end. But we do want to thank you again for your support. Without Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships, people in the New York area know that these special events can't come to the viewer at home. So we appreciate that greatly.
Thank you.
Welcome back. It's the Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships right here in York, Pennsylvania. I'm Gary Sutton and Jeff Thompson alongside of me. And 39-13 here in the first half, Jeff. And to say it was a clinic put on by Central York in basketball, again, might be the understatement of the year. That makes 2 understatements of the year tonight. But your thoughts about the first half?
Well, you talked before the game about the 3-point shooting from York High. They've guarded Cameron, number 3, Cameron Gallen, who's their best 3-point shooter, and challenged the others to shoot from the outside. And right now they haven't.
I've been really impressed, though, with how Central has not allowed good driving angles on the inside. York High's not doing a lot without the basketball. Central's just doing the other end, putting on a clinic without the basketball. But York High, with the basketball, is trying to drive. They're getting bad angles, and they're getting 2 and 3 guys looking at them, collapsing every single time. And again, they're not making shots, which is one of the reasons that it's 18-11 in the rebounding department here at the half. So York High's ability to set up what has been a great defense this year, they only give up 44 points a game. They've already given up 39 here. And the first time they played Central, they only give up 47. So when you look at those numbers right now, Central really doing a great job of keeping good driving angles and making sure 2 and 3 are playing 1 all the time.
Well, an old reference would be Bobby Knight's awfully happy about the way they're playing defense.
Well, Bobby Knight would be very happy about the way they're playing offense, too, because Bobby Knight was a motion guy. And what Central has done here in the offensive category, they have kept them off, kept York High off being able to double team because they're wide, they're spaced well, they're constantly cutting. Let's take a look at the members' first half highlights here and see what led to this 39-13 bulldozing so far. And Jeff, take me through it.
Okay, first of all, number 10, Evan Eisenhart. What a great player he is.
And how about 7 points in the first half for him?
A steal by the son of an NBA player. Take the heart to the hole.
And I was wrong on Eisenhart. He's actually had 9 points. There's Matunga with a hard up and in.
How about that pull-up jumper by number 11, Nolan Hubbs?
And then you saw a nice running one-hander by Isaiah Carroll. But again, the shots they're getting, take a look at the shots York High's getting and the shots that Central's getting. pull up, easy little jumps to the lane. There you see Taylor Wright-Rawls. Good passes down the court. Karan Brown off the bench, having another dynamite night, 7 points the first half. Then you head to the outside. Here they are again, 5 crashing for York High, and then up and in on the other end by Eisenhart. And let's take a look at our Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T halftime stats, and they bear out what we've been talking about. Look at the percentages of being shot by Central. 12 out of 18 from 2 points, only 5 of 19 for York High. 2 of 5 for Central. York High has yet to hit a 3. Free throws, Central's attacking the basket, 10 of 12 in free throws, only 2 out of 5 for York High. I think the rebounding department is the big one right here, Jeff.
Well, it's a surprise, but it's not a surprise because York High's taken some bad shots, and Central York boxes out very, very well.
And then kicks it out. York High's crashing 5 on the offensive glass. Central's running free on the other end. And then you see the turnovers. York High, a great defensive team, but they've given up 10 turnovers. The great defensive team tonight, Central, only 5 for them. York High only averages 12.5 turnovers a game. So, you look at Central right now in every category, blowing York High out here as we head back to our Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. So what do you do if you're York High here in the second half? How do you crawl back into this one?
Well, first of all, they're shooting under 20%, so they got to get better shots, shot selection, and move the ball. Secondly, Central York, because they're getting good shots, are shooting over 60%. And the thing that surprises both of us, I think, is the fact that Central York has competed with them on the backboard.
They really haven't. They're out rebounded by 7. We'll take a break. We have a special presentation. We'll be back right after this on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
I'm with Dr. Abby Kelly from the OSS Health, and we're here in the Rehab Center for OSS Health. Dr. Abby, I know it's exciting times here at OSS Health. Talk about the new female athlete program and what that's all about.
Mm-hmm. So this is something that we've been working to develop over the last couple of years here. Basically, our target patient population would be any female at any age that participate in sports, weightlifting, any of the above. And we're really trying to not only treat and manage injuries specific to female athletes, but also try to prevent some of those injuries. We've developed a group of subspecialists to help facilitate prevention, management, and so forth.
Now, you are the originator of the OSS Health Female Athlete Program. What drove you? What drove you to do this?
Well, I am a female athlete. Well, I was a female athlete myself. Dallastown grad. I played softball and basketball, and just through my experience, both as an athlete and as a physician, there's a huge need for targeting the female athlete specifically. There are some diagnoses that are not well known in the female athlete population that I think we can target and help treat and help prevent.
As a parent of 3 daughters, all have played sports. One's still a swimmer. I won't say where, but she is a very good swimmer. She is in need of this kind of support as well. So a parent like me, where do I go? I know this program's in the making and it's getting ready to be launched, but where would they go? What website are we looking out for maybe a future call-in or a future sign-up?
So, shortly here we have some pamphlets that we're going to distribute to the community and local doctors' offices and so forth, but definitely you can call our main number or visit our website. To start, you just request an appointment with me, and based on what I find or what we talk about or what I think your needs are, I can then refer you out to one of our team members or subspecialists as they need it.
To get more information, go to osshealth.com. You can find out about all the services that they provide.
It may be the holidays, but it's also the year-end clearance sale at Hoffman Ford. Huge clearance sale pricing on all new 2019s. Up to $16,500 off MSRP on a new 2019 Ford F-150 XLT. Or lease a new 2019 Ford F-150 from $199 a month. Huge year-end clearance savings.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Welcome back to William Penn High School and York High and Central, and it's all been Central so far. The Panthers clawing the Bearcats, who have been in hibernation here in the first half, and Central looking really tough so far, 39-13, but you got another half to play here. And for York High, you got to think they got to create new possessions, maybe with a man-to-man defense now, and try to suffocate Central a little bit. Gary Sutton, Jeff Thompson with you, and Central with the ball here to start the second half. York High in that man-to-man right now, so no more zone traps here. And right now, if you're Central, you can afford to take a lot of time with every possession with a 26-point lead here at the half. They're going to look to just cut.
I like the intensity York come out with defensively, though.
Yep. Well, that's their only hope right now, is to create some new possessions and then score, but you can't do it with fouls. As Matunga with his second foul of the night, opening foul this half.
Well, they have to be desperate right now because this game's on the verge.
You can see some pretty serious looks there on the faces of the York High players. They're not used to taking the cleaner here at home like this, ever. And again, remember, they won the first game against Central, 55-47. And there's a drive to the basket as Shiloh Johnson starts the second half. And it'll be a foul on Antoine Beard, which will be his second team foul already here for York High to start second half. At the line, Shiloh Johnson.
He was their leading rebounder in the first half. Maybe they're rewarding that.
71% from the line, but not tonight. Misses his first. 10 of 12 from the line in the first half, 10 of 13 obviously now for the game for the Panthers. Again, they lead Division I by 1 game, and they're trying to take care of their part of the business tonight, but won't do it that way with missing 2 free throws from Shiloh Johnson. Matunga back on the other end for the Bearcats. Still nothing. 2 shots, 3 shots up, nothing doing. And Cameron Gallen still has not scored a field goal. And there again, another throwaway from Central. So Central missing 2 free throws and now throwing it away here with a turnover. So neither team's starting exactly hot here in the second half. Nobody's scored yet. A little over a minute gone by. Good hard move and another block. I'll tell you who's played a great piece of defense tonight is Taylor Wright-Rawls. Another 3 look from Gallen, not going to go. Central gets it back. Gallen so far tonight is nothing out of 7 from the 3-point line, and quickly Central back on the other end. The problem for York High is they continue to send 5 to the glass, and Central continues to race out afterward, realize there's no one at the other end.
That hasn't been a good formula for them tonight.
No. And they're not getting the offensive rebound. Central's covering the defensive rebound very well. So Central with the basketball in no hurry here. York High playing some pretty good defense right now. But Central will spread the floor on you and start to get some cuts.
Pretty impressive the way they pass the ball, actually.
Look at this. Give and go, and you're in for an easy layup again. I mean, just a straight give and go. And Hubbs now with 10 points of the game. Leading scorer for the Panthers. Quick drive back on the other end for Antoine Beard. And Beard's going to go to the line shooting 2.
I thought we'd see more of that in the first half from Antoine.
Antoine, a 65% free throw shooter on the year, so 15 points better than team average. He's got 2 points so far tonight. And here is Beard at the line. First shot is up and no good. 2 of 6 from the line tonight for the Bearcats so far. Just hasn't been a good evening offensively. And the second one just draws the front of the iron. Kick back out. Look at that. Pulling out of the shot and then underneath for the easy layup again. Good pass. Wright-Rawls in. He's got 7 points.
They're interchangeable. Their vision on their passing is unbelievable.
Give 2 in your heart to Shiloh Johnson, then you got to walk on the other end against York High, and they continue to try to force the one-on-one drives here, and Central continues to jam the lane. 43-13, a 30-point lead right now for the Central York High Panthers. Unbelievable. And this over the defending division champions, although, again, they lost a lot last year to graduation.
Good trap right there.
They get it open. Now you got a man Wide open, a jump shot. Look at that. Another bury right there for Central. This time it's Trey Swigert knocking down the 2. He's got 3. Timeout on the court. 45-13. Central leads it. 5:25 to go on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Mom, can we have burgers? Sure. Can we have fries? Yep.
Can we have milkshakes?
You got it.
Can we get a motorcycle?
Nutritious twists they'll actually like at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Nature's Promise packaged meat or seafood products, 25% off.
Welcome back to York High, where the Bearcats are taking it on the chin so far tonight, 45-13 with 5:25 to go in the third quarter. And you can see Clovis Gallen is not real happy. I was really interested, though. I saw Brandon Matunga walk over, and the first thing he did when he stepped in the huddle was put his hands to his head, saying, hey, let's be smart, guys. Let's stay in it here. You know, we're not done. So you love the attitude by a leader. Another good hard drive will not go, though, off the hands of Isaiah Carroll.
And once again, great defense by Evan Eisenhart.
The angle of the defense, staying in front and making sure they don't let any free shots, has really been great so far for the Central Panthers. And another hard drive, this time to basket by Nolan Hubbs. And a foul will be called against York High. So at the line is Hubbs. He's been the leading scorer thus far tonight. He's a 64% free throw shooter. So Nolan Hubbs misses his first tonight. He's 2 of 3. So always think of your 64%, you're never going to miss 2 in a row, right?
He's got this one.
And the second one missed as well. So nothing of 4 this half so far for Central from the free throw line after going out of 10 out of 12 in the first half. Oh, look at it. There's a first wide open shot they've gotten all night.
That was one beautiful pass by Isaiah Carroll.
And Matunga into the books here for his 6th point of the evening. And another turnover. So here comes York High again. A little mini run going here, and Cameron Gallen going up. He's going to be fouled. And good job of the Central players reaching down to pull him up, and he's staying on the floor for a moment. Cameron Gallen going hard to the basket. And he's in some pain right now in his back. We'll take a look at this one. There's the dish. And then over comes Rawls underneath. And Rawls kind of tried to duck him, it looked like.
That was inadvertent.
Take a look. Rawls comes by him, tries to duck past him, and then Rawls the first one back to try to pick him up. So Gallen's still down on the floor right now, but getting up under his own power. Good to see there. And there's a dad and a coach that are at the same time letting out a good gasp of air as Gallen coming over, rubbing that right shoulder. And we'll see if he continues on the game. He actually has to sit down now, and they'll send somebody in to shoot the free throws for him. Let's see who that's going to be. And Central reminding the official it's 2 free throws. So in to shoot for him will be Kelvin Matthews. Kelvin Matthews, a 50% free throw shooter for the year, has not been to the line yet tonight. Matthews' first shot is up and good. So Matthews helping out his buddy here. That's his first points of the evening for Kelvin. Here comes Pabula back into the game, and he'll replace Trey Swigert. Out goes Hubbs, and in comes Karan Brown. Second shot is up. That's no good from Matthews. York High gets it back. And again, hard drive by Matunga, and Matunga is not ready to say it's over yet. Matunga going hard to the glass. He's got 8 points of the game down as Brandon Matunga. Well, you will talk about decisiveness. This was getting up in there and then going to the left hand hard, and a great shot and keeping his eyes the whole way through and finishing it off. Matunga at the line misses there. And another rebound by York High. And Matunga up again, not going to go.
That was Matunga's 9th rebound. He's playing a whale of a game, actually.
He really is. And I said, watching him go over during the timeout, and say, keep our heads in the game, let's keep going. That's the mark of a senior right there.
Right, the game's not one season. It's a culmination of all the games in this season.
And as nutty as this league is, you don't know what's going to happen after tonight. So into the game for York High comes Cameron Gallen. Nice to see him back in there, and he'll replace Toby Stokes. So Gallen, who has yet to score a field goal here tonight in the game. York High with another steal, another turnover for Central. So York High's getting the turnovers this half, but then they're having a tough time hanging on to the basketball. Central having a tough time right now getting back into their motion offense. York High is trapping at half court. For Central, they'll try to find where the trap's coming from and find that guy on the cutter.
And tonight they've been able to do that, but York High's coming at them a little bit with a little bit more intensity.
This half, they're trapping at the half. They were just playing straight man before. Fabiola looks at it, not going to do it. Right Rawls in the corner, skips it back out front. Here's Karan Brown. Brown looking, Brown up, Brown in. Boy, Brown is just unbelievable finding the shot. He's got a nose for the basket, and Brown now with 9 points in the game.
He was double teamed and trapped and still got through.
There's what York High needs more of. Good dish off, and then Isaiah Carroll in for 2. Isaiah Carroll now with 5 points in the game.
We're seeing York High basketball right now.
York High's cut it back a little bit here. Back to 27. And there you're going to get another turnover as the big guy, Shiloh Johnson, with another turnover this half. So all of a sudden, Central out of their game a little bit. York High fighting back. They get the basketball back to create another new possession. I'm going to tell you something interesting. Missed shot there for the outside by Matunga. Central having a tough time holding on to it. Long three downtown, that rattles out. Back up in one hand. Prabula's got it. He'll get back out with it. And Prabula is going to draw the foul. No, it'll be out of bounds off Matunga. Prabula uses that big body to make you have to play him, doesn't he, Jeff?
And he's a nice passer, too. As big as he is, he can really pass the ball. Of course, he's quarterback in football, too.
Rasheem Lead into the game for York High. You look at the body on that guy. I mean, he is, and that's the way quarterbacks are built now, strong. But another turnover against Central, and this time against Rashawn Lee. Check that, Karan Brown, who had the turnover there for Central.
Well, that time he couldn't get through the double team.
Oh, here's Beard. Beard trying to find a shot, won't get it. Beard again fouls his own shot and puts it back in. York High playing with some resolve this half. As Beard now with 4 points.
I'd say it's a pride half for York High.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they're saying right now, this is not the way we play basketball that first half. Prabula, tough time handling the ball again. York High with another turnover. You're Kevin Shield. You're thinking about a timeout here if you can get one. On the other end, Prabula going up. He was going to try to dunk that. He gets the ball taken away. And York High playing great defense this half. And then throwing it away, and they're going to call an offensive foul. I believe it's going to be on Gallen.
But this is the way they want to play the game. Get it up and down.
Well, they're creating new possessions. The problem is that's only 50%. And there you see Gallen with the push. Great position by Evan Eisenhart again.
He just does everything well.
He does. We got to start thinking about our Hoffman Ford player of the game. You got a host of players down there to think about. As Shiloh Johnson out of the game, and in for him now will be Trey Swigert. So lots of ball handlers on the floor for the Central York Panthers, who've had their lead cut now down to 25 points. Well, York High playing the way you'd expect York High to play now, just not able to finalize. 50% is creating a new possession, but then the other 50% is you've got to convert on the other end. Here's Brown, and Brown up. That's not going to go. A tough shot from Brown, and Brown's going to get called for the foul. Karan Brown with his second foul, and all of a sudden momentum has gone to the white and blue for York High.
And the last two possessions, Karan really hasn't taken great shots, and York's been all over the glass.
York has been challenging every possession right now, double teaming at half court. And there's where York High is going to get you. When you play one-on-one against them, they have a pretty good chance of getting the ball back from you. Great defense on the ball. So Central has seen their lead go down to 25. Still, it's 25 with under 2 minutes to go in the third, so a long hill to climb by York High, but there you go. And that is what you needed to see a little bit for York High, as Beard with the first three for York High tonight. Antoine Beard now with 3 points in the game. Now it's down to 22 points. Look at that pass. Oh, and what a great block. And again, coming back is Isaiah Carroll, not to be denied, twice with two super blocks. Central on the floor with it. Loose ball. Central gets it back. What a great set of blocks by Isaiah Carroll.
That's unbelievable. The action the last minute, 30 seconds was ridiculous.
Super
right there.
pass to Prabula, and then you get 2 blocks out of nowhere by Isaiah Carroll, and then chasing it down and diving after it on the other end.
Well, guys from both teams were diving on that ball. I love that.
Super hustle by both teams. But Carroll gets the big star there. There's a back cut. 3 for the corner, and there's a stopper for you.
Trey for Trey.
Trey for Trey, his second Trey tonight. He's now got 8 points in the game, does Trey Swigert. York High trying to answer with a 3 on the other end, not going to go, and then over the back is Isaiah Carroll. He'll pick up the foul. It'll be his second. Big Trey restored big order there as Trey Swigert got it. Feet set in the corner, and there's a guy who's got his team playing hard right now, Clovis Gallen, senior, but you got to keep on coming. It's a long hill to climb.
Keep coming, but bottle whatever he said and what he's to those kids at halftime, because they are playing hard.
They really are. Man-to-man defense, trap it at the half. And here's Central, another 3 if you want it. Nope. Saying we got the basketball, they don't. The old saying is you got a 25-point lead. If you have the ball, it's tough to catch up on the other team. And another foul called, this one against Kelvin Matthews. So Central will get it back. 25-point lead, and they're in the bonus now, so they're going to go to the line.
I believe he just played NBA defense in a high school game and got called for it.
Exactly. At the line is Trey Swigert. He's not been there tonight. He's hard to believe, only a 56% free throw shooter. He's 40% for the 3 line, only 56% for the foul line.
You know, maybe he should back up a little bit on his free throws.
Yeah. So if I get out there at the 3 line, I feel a little bit better. He's got 9 points in this one. Swigert is a cool customer out there.
Do you think his parents scripted him when they named him at birth?
Maybe they had dreams. There's a second shot up. That also good for Swigert. He's got 10 points in the game now, too. And that's what Central does. They overbalance you. You look around, they get 10 points, 5 points, 8 points. Nobody is significantly big, but they all score.
And they can all score.
So foul called against Central here. And York High will inbound it. Back out front, and there's Prabula. He might put this one down. What do you give him on the dunk there?
I would say the whole play was very, very athletic. That's a defensive back, and his father was drafted in the NFL. His grandfather was drafted by the NFL, and that's what it looked like.
There's Matunga missing. Rebound to Karan Brown. And long pass to the end, not going to go, but a 29-point lead for Central as we head to the fourth. 54-25, Central leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
And that could be the play of the game, right?
Giant gives away $3 million annually to schools through their A-Plus program. Register your Giant card today and start earning for your school. Visit giant-foodstores.com/school-rewards to learn more. This year, High School Sports Live is partnering with Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T to bring awareness to distracted driving. Each game, we will feature the Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T student section and ask students to consider the consequences of take the call, risk it all. And we challenge students to join millions who have taken the pledge to drive distraction-free as a part of the It Can Wait campaign. To learn more, visit www.itcanwait.com. The Peyton Walker Foundation is dedicated to increasing awareness and survival rates for sudden cardiac arrest. They provide free heart screenings for students and athletes in the state of Pennsylvania. To learn more about Peyton's Law, free heart screenings, and the Peyton Walker Foundation, visit www.peytonwalker.org. Well, York High played a lot harder that quarter and much better defense, but the fact was Central still outscored them 15-12 in the quarter and now have a 29-point lead here 54-25. But I like the way York High picked it up that quarter, Jeff.
A lot. They showed a lot of pride, and it was actually a very fun quarter to watch because they played so hard. The one time where everyone was on the floor is just so exciting for me to watch.
Well, we said the first team that gets to 55 tonight would win this game. 1 point to go for Central and 20 to go for York High. So York High needs to get a run here, and they need to get points off those turnovers. They created the turnovers they needed that quarter, just didn't cash them in. Let's see if they can do a little bit better job here in the fourth.
Well, it's a steep hill.
Here's Gallen. Gallen has yet to score a field goal. That just ended.
He looked good on that LeBron move to the hole.
He did. And, you know, coach basically said, hey, you take the ball. We're going to put you in the middle of the floor. You take it down there. It's time to start scoring. He now has 4 points on the night, trying to make it 5 right here. And does.
Has a nice stroke.
He really does. So make that 5 points of the game now for Cameron Gallen. Another steal. There's what you need. Gallen again, and Gallen gets a steal. He's back in again. Exactly what the doctor ordered for York High, and they are really smothering Central right now and then double teaming everywhere as Brown tries to get through the double team. He's going to get fouled. Take your pick on who the foul's on. And it looks like it's going to be on Beard. And for Beard, I believe that's his third.
The York fans are energized, and they're not happy about that foul call.
Not at all. Brown is back at the line, though. Karan Brown on the season. 64%. 1 out of 1 there tonight so far. How about 2 out of 2? And it's kind of interesting when you watch the spin on his ball. It's a side spin. That left hand's involved. Take a look at the ball when it leaves his hands. Brown now double figures tonight.
Yeah, he's got a lot of guide hand that stays
really
on the
does.
ball.
Stays there, kind of spins it, but it's the shoulders are straight in. So 2 for 2 for the line there. 3 out of 3 for the night. Back up to a 26-point lead for the Panthers.
Shiloh got a hand on that.
And the officials say no, it's going to be York High ball as he gets overruled. So York High will stay with it.
It's a good call.
Yep. Good job of the officials getting together there. Nothing better than another official bails you out a little bit on a tough call.
That's why there's 3 of them.
Gallen looking just to kind of go 1-on-5 there. Here's Matunga, who's been tough tonight. And Matunga draws the foul. I love the game Matunga plays. He looks rough going down through there, but he's a guy that wants to finalize.
He plays hard. He rebounds the ball. And if they bite for his pump fake, he's going to the basket.
And he's got a little bit of a herky-jerky kind of move down the lane, which really is gets you off balance as a defensive player. Nothing out of 1 at the line tonight, a 45% free throw shooter on the season. But working hard for his team right here. Matunga now with 9 points in the game. He's a leading scorer for York High, looking to hit double figures here. And a second shot up and good. So York High started to convert their opportunities now. Matunga with 10 points in the game. Shiloh Johnson gets back in here. He has it. And he's trying to do too much. And that's what York High wants you to do is play 1-on-1, and they'll get the ball back from you. Here's Matunga again. Matunga up and misses. And again, Central gets the ball, throws it deep. Shiloh Johnson trying to grab it. Johnson has to take it away again. You want to get rid of it right here. Johnson up. Blocked away again. A great block from behind for York High. Are they going to call a foul, though? Oh, I'll tell you what. Matunga thought he had a great block. He came in there quickly. He says, no, not tonight.
Gary, I don't know if they could see at home how hard York High is playing right now.
They really are. Look at Matunga right here. Check that out. Was not Matunga. Give credit to Toby Stokes. Stokes is the one that came over behind. Now watch Stokes get up. And he got him on the arm. Not a big foul, but enough for one to be called. So at the line, Shiloh Johnson. And Johnson makes it.
What I like is they're not giving up on anything.
No. Shiloh Johnson, 1 out of 3 for the line tonight. And this is where Central kills you. You get into the line, 70% free throw shooting team. I mean, this is all Central now. We talked about this at the beginning. This one rattles out. He's 1 out of 4 tonight. So York High coming back. They're going to shoot the 3 a lot. And Gallen in and out. He has not been able to hook up on a 3 yet tonight. That's really hurt them. Gallen, nothing out of 5 from the three-point line. Now if you're Central, 6:46 to go. Here again, another turnover. And another steal, and Toby Stokes puts this one away for sure. Toby Stokes down in the book with his first deuce of the night. It's now down to 23.
There was no doubt about that dunk, was there?
Not at all. See, these are not the shots that Central wants to take right now. I guarantee you Kevin Sheeler is telling his team, get back into our passing game. There's Karan Brown underneath, good layup. That's what you want to see. So he's got Johnson for an easy deuce, but give 2 in your heart there to Karan Brown. Johnson with 3, Banks open. So a deuce for Beard, and that is a bad shot for Central. Again, you don't need those shots right now with the lead being 22, and you can see Kevin Sheeler saying, get it back out here. They need to get back in their passing game because the trap is bothering them. Back out it comes. Brown caught in the corner. You might call a timeout here, and that's exactly what Kevin Sheeler does. We'll take one as well. 59-37. The lead is closed to 22 with 5:44 to go in the fourth. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Welcome back to York High, where the lead is now down to 22. It's been as many as 33 at one point in time, but York High has played very, very hard, and we got a cheerleader down. And we're not going to show that right now. You have a cheerleader down who on one of their exercises is down on the court. We're going to take a break right now. We'll come right back, and hopefully she's going to get up and get off the court in her own power. We hope here, but they're tending to her right now. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
This is an education that focuses on your child's unique interests. It's taking field trips and making friendships. And it's what a modern-day public K-12 education looks like. This is Commonwealth Charter Academy, and this is how schools should work. CCA is an online public school available at no cost to all Pennsylvania families. Learn how Commonwealth Charter Academy can work for your family at ccaeducate.me.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Well, we're happy to report that the cheerleader was helped off the court and seemed to be walking pretty much under her own power, so she's okay, and the game continues now, but very happy to see that. Don't want any of these young athletes or cheerleaders hurt. No, not what you wanted to do right there. That may cost him, as Judah Tome came in there, threw a behind-the-back pass, was intercepted. York High with the walk here. So there again, another turnover, but York High not able to cash it in, Jeff, and that's been the story of the night here for the Bearcats.
It sure has, and Central's reserves are trying to have some fun, but York's playing too hard for them to really enjoy themselves.
Well, if you're Central right now, you just need to handle the basketball better than what they're handling at the last few possessions. They're throwing a lot of tough passes, and right now it's when you want to be throwing easy passes. Karan Brown misses. Another great rebound there by Isaiah Carroll. He's been tough on the boards tonight, and Carroll up and in. Isaiah Carroll makes a defensive play and rewards himself on the other end. He's got 7 points in the game and trying to make it 8 here at the line.
Very strong move for that young man.
Okay, there's no quit in these Bearcats. I really love the way they're playing. So here at the line now is Carroll. Carroll 51% for the free throw line, 1 of 2 tonight, and 1 of 3 now. Has a foul over the back against York High. And Clovis Gallen has his hands in his head as if to say, I can't believe that. And now you walk back to the friendly confines of the foul line for Central, although their worst free throw shooter tonight so far, Shiloh Johnson, is at the line. He's 1 of 4 tonight, but now they're in a 2-point double bonus, and I think this makes the bad free throw shooter better. So Shiloh Johnson back at the line. He's got 3 on the night. He's been a little wild with the ball here in the second half, handling it. Probably not something that Kevin Sheeler was all that happy about, but Johnson pretty smooth right here.
Well, it's interesting. None of the players on the court for Central York had started the game.
And again, on a given night, that might be your starting 5 ending the game. It's interesting because he feels really good about all the players. Second shot missed.
It's a good 5.
Yeah, it really is. 2 out of 5. A lot of teams like to have that in their first 5, right? And Matunga going down the lane was losing the ball, but a foul was called. And that foul will be marked up against Judah Tone for Central. Matunga, 2 of 3 from the line tonight.
Brandon was rewarded for going hard to the basket that time.
He has 10 points in the game, does Brandon Matunga. I love his never say die style. So Matunga is at the line. I believe this is going to be a 1-on-1. So he didn't call it in the act of shooting, but it is in the bonus. Brandon Matunga with 10 points in the game. And make it 11.
He got the second one.
So Central has hit their season average right now. They average 60, give up 44 a game. 5:06 to go in this one. Matunga looking to score 2 here at the free throw line. The second one is up. That also good. So it cuts the lead now to 19. It's as close as York High has been since the first half. And Shiloh Johnson again having a tough time handling the basketball. Gets it back out to Pabula. If you're Central right now, you want the ball in the middle of the floor, don't you?
I think so.
Shooting the 3, not what you want to do at this point, but there is Pabula again. Johnny on the spot, getting it back out. And Central having a tough time running their offense right now. Brown kicks it back out front. Pabula's got it. Lots of long passes here, dangerous passes. York High double teaming everywhere they get a chance on the side. Shiloh Johnson underneath, back out it comes. Now you're running the clock a little bit and using it as your defense. But Pabula gets double teamed in the middle of the court. And another score here for York High as Toby Stokes in there. He's got 4 on the night, down to 17, 4-13. Plenty of time to go in this one as York High's defense yielding up some really good possessions right now.
And Coach Sheeler doesn't seem to be going back to his first team. I appreciate his resolve.
Yeah, right now he's saying, I've got a group of players here that I trust. I don't want him to think I don't trust him. I pulled him out, but the lead is dwindling.
And Evan Eisenhardt's on the bench thinking, hey, I think I should go in right now.
They've lost 20 points off their biggest lead of the night. Check that, 16 points off their biggest lead of the night. Shiloh Johnson has had a tough time tonight. Misses again, and here again, York High with the basketball and a foul called in the backcourt against Shiloh Johnson.
Well, I've seen stranger things happen in the game of basketball, but...
Well, I'll tell you what, York High is coming at you right now, and they're trapped in middle of the floor, side of the floor, and Central has lost their identity, which was pass, cut, screen, keep the floor spread. They're making wild passes right now and trying to make one-on-one moves, taking ill-advised threes, and they've switched the roles here in the second half as York High coming late.
Well, I noticed that Nolan Hubbs is coming back in the game, so maybe Coach Sheeler's make a small concession to the York High.
Going to restore a little order, but here's again where York High suffers. 50% for the free throw line, and the shot by Carroll is up but no good. Let's see if we can get the second one in. He's 1 out of 4 there tonight so far. Carroll with 7 points in the game. Second shot is up, and that one is good. So Carroll with 8 points now, and the lead cut to 16. Ahead it comes. And see again, indecision right there. Do I take the shot? Do I not take the shot? Now you want to kick it back out. And now you force the foul on York High, and you've got to convert your free throws. And again, this is going to be on Isaiah Carroll. It's at least his 3rd foul. So the double bonus here. And at the line is a guy who maybe is the worst free throw shooter out of the starting 5, and that's Trey Swigert, 56%, but he's 2 of 2 there tonight.
I'm thinking that might be an outlier because he has a pretty nice shot.
Well, isn't he one of the guys you also want to see what he shoots inside the last 4 minutes? You know, when the game's on the line. Let's take a look and see what happens here. These are the ones you have to make right now. And again, rattles out. So Central, on what was an exclamation point leaving town, is now a question mark with 3:47 to go.
Sometimes your shooting percentage can define you.
And right there, he says, I'm 3 out of 4 tonight. How's that? 75%. Tough shot by Matunga. Shiloh Johnson has it. He wants to get rid of it. You want to put it in the hands of your best free throw shooters and ball handlers now. And now you're playing the clock. Inside it goes to Johnson, and Johnson doesn't use the backboard, misses again, keeps it alive. Central still got it. Wright Rawls trying to make the move, and again, there's no reason to make that move right now. Toby Stokes up, Toby Stokes in, and it'll count. Central in a time and score situation right now is doing things they don't have to do, and the lead is now cut to 15.
It's becoming dangerous right now, actually.
It really is. And Toby Stokes going one place to the basket. You can see not good position there by Nolan Hubbs. He'll pick up the foul. So Stokes at the line. He's nothing out of 1 there tonight. He's a 60% free throw shooter. Can he close the lead now to 14? 3:16 to go. There's still time. Stokes is up, not going to go. And again, the free throw line, we said, might be a real factor late.
And they're going to get another chance.
Central at 70. It's going to be Central's ball, though, on the other end of the shooting. Central at 70, York High at 50, and headed to the line will be Nolan Hubbs, who is 2 of 4 there so far tonight. He missed his last 2. 10 points of the game for Hubbs, as out of the game goes Isaiah Carroll with his 5th foul. Played hard tonight on both ends.
He really did. He had a good second half.
Kevin Glover back in there now for Toby Stokes. They're trying to make sure they get Nolan Hubbs to think a little bit about these free throws with subbing in and out right here. So Hubbs shot. Up and good. Nolan Hubbs a solid floor leader there tonight with 11 points down.
Central looks like they shoot the ball too well from the foul line.
Here's a guy doing a little Latin beat on the side. Hubbs misses the second shot. So still time for York High. It's got to be quick, though. 16 points down. Beard outside. Beard buries it. All of a sudden, Beard with his 3rd 3 of the night. He's got 11 points in the game. Timeout on the court. 13-point lead. 3:03 to go. And York High, there's hope. We'll take a timeout. It's 62-49. Central leads it. 3:03 to go on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Well, 3:03 to go, and you can see Clovis Gowan is coaching his brains out right now for York High. They have cut 20 points off the biggest lead of the game, and now it's a precarious 13-point lead for Central. You'd say, well, 62-49 looks like they have it in hand. It was 33 points at one point in time in the second half here, and so Clovis Gowan, his team never saying die, and York High showing you a lot of spirit. On the other side for Kevin Sheeler, he's saying, hey, guys, we got to handle the basketball against this press, and we got to make our free throws.
Well, I find it interesting that he hasn't gone back to Evan Eisenhart in this situation because they've really come back.
Yeah, they really have. And there you go. You got a breakaway right now. And you get the easy layup. They ran everybody down, and one man broke out, and you got the easy layup by Trey Swigert on the other end. Trey Swigert now with 13 points a game, leading scorer. And here's a running one-hander off the hands of Kelvin Matthews. Will not go, but it'll be a foul called as Matthews will go back to the free throw line. And again, for York High, you've got to make these free throws now. He's 1 out of 2 tonight. And you can see Matthews slicing and dicing through there, and the foul's going to be called on Taylor Wright-Rawls, his third. Matthews up and rattles out.
Well, if York High plays Central again, they know how they have to play him.
Man-to-man right out of the gate and trap the life out of him. Central back on top here by 15 now on that inbounds play, a set piece out of the timeout. So here's Matthews again. Matthews only a junior, and that one rolls in and out, and yanked down there by Nolan Hubbs. Hubbs double teamed, double team, another steal. That double team has been good to York High here in the second half. And it'll be a timeout again on the floor. 15-point lead, 2:39 to go in this one. Central leads it 64-49 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And there you see some York High fans a little bit happier here in the second half. Their team has fought back. Remember, at the half, it was 39-13. It was 54-25 at the end of the third quarter. And so York High has outscored this quarter 24-10. 24-10. York High is winning this quarter so far, and we still have 2:39 to go in this one, and Central's having a tough time getting the ball down the floor.
Well, I think I've never seen a team dive on the floor this many times when they've been down like this as York High. Whatever Clovis Gallen said to them or how he's inspired them has just been pretty magnificent, actually.
Clovis Gallen, kind of a soft-spoken guy, kind of professorial, you might say.
But they responded to what he had to say.
Kevin Sheeler a little bit the same way. They both, you could better churning on the inside. So York High with a big possession right here. They have to get points out of this one. And Beard, who has been the leader in points right now, gets up and in, and Beard scores again. Antoine Beard, 10 points in the game now, and back on the other end. And you don't have to score right now if you're Central. You need to keep the ball alive. That is not the shot you wanted to take, but you got it. So Alan Fry coasting down the middle there for a deuce. His first points of the night. On the other end, up, no good. Yanked down there by Trey Swigert, and a jump ball called. This will belong to Central. See if they run that same play again they ran a moment ago, where they break a man out off a down screen. Everybody comes down. I think they're probably just going to want to possess, and that's what they're doing here. Back in the hands of Prabula. You don't need this shot. You didn't need that shot. Here comes York High again. Bad shot, bad situation. Just plain and simple. And then you have the two on the other end. Taking the shot, that was Beard, wouldn't go. I'm a great believer, 1,000%. You have the basketball, the other team can't score if they don't have it. So if you're Central, you're playing the clock right now. You're not playing for threes. That's garbage time, and here again they throw it away. Really not the basketball we saw in the first half. Banks open again, and Gallen hits his first three of the night. So the lead now down to 12 with 1:39 to go. Central has played into the hands of York High here late. There's your long three. And again, probably not the play you needed, but Prabula is going to score on the alley-oop. Prabula with 9 points tonight. Up and in. Off the hands of Kevin Glover, his first deuce of the night for York High. 12-point lead, 1:14 to go. This is not done. Double team by York High, and they're going to call the foul against Toby Stokes. So back to the free throw line for two will go Central.
That was an aggressive trap.
It really was an aggressive trap, and Stokes doesn't think he fouled. So at the line here is Alan Fry. Alan Fry, believe it or not, has not shot a free throw yet this season. This will be his first effort of the season. And he says, don't make it my last. Alan Fry now with 3 points in the game. So Fry gets it back up to 13.
Well, offense broke out in this fourth quarter, didn't it? And
Did they ever for York High, and they just attacked. And Fry says, I'm pretty good. I'm 1,000 for the season. How's that? Nobody else on the team has 100,000%. Here's York High. They need threes. Clovis Gallen with another three look. Not going to go. Central picks it up, and you're going to get a foul called, or a timeout called, rather, for Kevin Sheeler. 1:02 to go. We'll take one as well. 70-56. Central back in control here with 1:02 to go on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 3 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and introducing the all-new Genesis of York. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. Over 25 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With unbeatable service after the sale, too. There's a reason the Giambalvo family has been a part of your community for decades. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 3 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
And there you see the Central Panther cheerleaders. And so we've had a couple of cheerleaders actually hurt tonight here. I think one with a shoulder and one with a possible concussion. So it's been a tougher night for the cheerleaders than it has for the players on the floor, I think. But again, hopefully both are okay, and that's the main thing. So 70-56. And the Panthers will have the ball on the inbounds. Kevin Lawrence clearing his space there. So look for them to throw something just to possess right here, and there you go. Double team from the back. Now you're just playing the clock. I think if anybody took a shot right here, other than a layup, you'd see Kevin Sheeler sprout wings. 50 seconds to go. Now he's going to go into the motion. They're done playing York High now. They're just playing the clock, and York High's not going to try to foul him here. Central just going to freeze this one out. Okay, no shot needed. Central with this win is going to go to 14-2. York High will go to 10-4, 6-3 in the division. Central will now move to 8-1. So they did their part tonight. They will be in first place no matter what at the end of the night. And up their standings in District 3.
They're number 2 in 6A, ahead of Cumberland Valley.
Yeah.
And sitting right behind, I think it's Cedar Crest.
They were very sloppy the second half tonight, but the first half's where they won the game. I mean, they built out a lead that was unbelievable, and York High crawled the mountain to within 13 points, but not enough.
York High showed a lot of pride in the second half.
Nolan Hubbs here tonight, 12 points. He's been rock solid.
It's been an interesting game because the 2 leading scorers of Central York really didn't play in the second half.
Yep, so 13 points now for Hubbs tonight. As McLaurin just in the game handling it. New player in, is going to get up, try to get on the board. That was Joshua Martinez. And the game is over, 72-56. Central wins the showdown game here tonight with the defending champion York High Bearcats. York High will now drop 2 behind Central in the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association Division 1. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our Giant postgame show, our Commonwealth Charter Academy play of the game, and our Hoffman Ford player of the game, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 3 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and introducing the all-new Genesis of York. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. Over 25 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With unbeatable service after the sale, too. There's a reason the Giambalvo family has been a part of your community for decades. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 3 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
This is an education that focuses on your child's unique interests. It's taking field trips and making friendships. And it's what a modern-day public K-12 education looks like. This is Commonwealth Charter Academy, and this is how schools should work. CCA is an online public school available at no cost to all Pennsylvania families. Learn how Commonwealth Charter Academy can work for your family at ccaeducate.me.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show, and what a game it was. We talked at the top about free throw shooting and about three shooting. Three shooting tonight, 3 out of 7 for Central. On the other side, 4 out of 15 for York High. In the free throw category, York High only 10 of 23 from the free throw line. Central tonight, 22 of 32. This game, for the most part, was won in the first half for Central. Your thoughts on it, Jeff?
Well, Gary, you called it before the game. You called the shooting percentages. It almost played out exactly like that. What I was impressed with, number one, York in the second half played so hard. The second thing I was impressed with was the two leading scorers as Central York had very limited time in the second half. And that's what builds a good team, is the other kid, he has so much confidence in 3 through 12, and that shows, and the kids know that.
York High scoring 31 points in the fourth quarter tonight, a heroic comeback, but not enough as Central able to salt this one away. Let's take a look at our Commonwealth Charter Academy play of the game here tonight at York High. And here you go. Down the right side, and what a wonderful pass, and then an up and under by Karan Brown. But give two in your heart there to Taylor Wright Rawls. Look at this pass. One hand off the dribble, and then reversing it up on the other side. Karan Brown knocking it home, and I'll tell you what a great job there. And that was kind of passing you saw primarily in the first half. Second half, a little sloppy. First half, though, it was like a clinic on passing. And tonight, our Huffman Ford player of the game didn't play much of the second half, but he helped to lead out in this big lead. He was the 6'1" senior guard, Evan Eisenhardt, who had 9 points tonight, but he was doing an awful lot of things in that first half. Around the basket for garbage time. Take a look at this. Pulling it up outside and nailing it. He is a smooth customer, breaking out when he needed to on the other end and finishing off strong underneath.
What I liked is when he took the charge.
Exactly right. At the defensive end. And, you know, you look at these Central kids tonight, they were leading scorers in the game. You look at Nolan Hubbs had 13 points tonight. Karan Brown off the bench with 10 points. That's how this team is built together. And any one night, you can see 4 or 5 different guys with 10 points. Now, our next broadcast coming up, a big one. Chambersburg at Central Dauphin. That's going to be on January 27th at 7:30. And we're going to be right there on ABC 27.3. And we want to thank a whole lot of people tonight. Chad Edwards here. Of course, all the staff here at York High. We'd like to thank all of our camera crew tonight with the Invicta crew. Jeff Thompson did a great job here tonight. And most importantly, you for watching this evening. Another great matchup. We'll have another one for you on the 27th. But now, again, final score, 72-56. Central wins it. They now have at least a 1-game lead in Division I of the York Area League. They're 2 in the district, but they're number 1 in the hearts of all Panther fans here tonight. For York High, another day to come as they will drop to 10-4 and 6-3 in the division. Now stay tuned for a special inside look at the Commonwealth Charter Academy.
I'm excited to be here at the Commonwealth Charter Academy here with Dr. Maurice Fleury. This program has come a long way. The Ag Work Center behind us is the most unique facility in the United States. It is the largest, but more importantly, it is effective. Talk about the aquaponics program here and how unique it is to your program.
Well, sure. Well, one thing that makes CCA unique is we're a public school, K-12, but our education is online.
but we feel we have a responsibility to the family because we view ourselves as a family service organization. And one of those primary responsibilities is to have a student prepared for a career after they leave us. It's not just a walk across the stage with a diploma. So AgWorks here, based out of Harrisburg, is part of our CCA Works program to help students get real-world experiences for the careers that are available now and in the future.
I think the most impressive part of this program is, and it might not happen in normal, regular bricks and mortar education, where kids get connected after high school, internships, jobs. Talk about that.
Well, what we do is we build partnerships with for-profit businesses, not-for-profit businesses, higher ed, other school systems, so kids can get real-life, hands-on experiences, not just reading it out of a textbook or some kind of a mock-up demonstration. It's really putting them out in the industries that they may be in when they gain full employment after they go through a training program. So it really gives them a true taste and a true flavor of what that occupation may be.
You have some great things on the horizon. You're working on a TechWorks program and a MedWorks program. And me having a daughter who's involved, a senior in high school, involved in wanting to be a nurse someday, kids that want to go into the medical field. So talk about the forecast for TechWorks first.
We're in the process of outfitting TechWorks near Pittsburgh. A lot of tech businesses in the Pittsburgh region, it made sense to locate it there. So instead of seeing banana trees and kale and lettuce and orange trees, you're going to see drones, you're going to see cybersecurity, telecommunications, holographic technology in TechWorks. A lot of different tech fields. MedWorks, which is going to be located near the Philadelphia region in Pennsylvania, exact same format, but it's going to be professions around medicine, whether it be research, whether it be true medical professions like physician's assistant, nursing programs, that type of stuff. It's all pre-programs to help students pick how they want to train after high school for a profession.
Wow. How can a student sign up for Commonwealth Charter Academy? How can they access this kind of schooling and possibly apply for their young person to be a part of this program?
It's really simple. It's an online application process at ccaeducate.me. The only requirement is you have to be of school age. So you have to be between kindergarten and be able to reach a diploma by the age of 21, so any of those age ranges, and you have to be a resident of Pennsylvania. And because we're a public school, it's free to the family. We send all the technology into the home, we pay for the internet connection into the home, and all curriculum materials are sent to the home.
What about a kid who wants to stay involved in the local extracurriculars like the band and be a part of the football, basketball, or field hockey team? Is that possible for a kid that comes through Commonwealth Charter Academy?
Actually, it is. Pennsylvania treats charter school students like homeschool students. So even a student that's enrolled with us can be on the football team, the basketball team, the cheerleading squad in their local brick and mortar school.
This is an awesome opportunity. Commonwealth Charter Academy, it keeps growing, it keeps improving, and I think it's one of the most unique opportunities that we have in Pennsylvania for Pennsylvania students.